We're cutting an aquamarine that turns out to be full of surf and sun and rocks, just like the sea. It's not often I can afford a real and proper gem, and this was a pretty good price. I found a new supplier, and if this is good, I'll let you know. Aquamarine is part of the emerald family, I believe, and I've docked one up already and just started pre-forming it. Looks a bit cloudy, but until we polish it properly we don't know. Anyway, I'm going to have a go. This is going to be a small gem, and I don't often work on gems that are this small, but let's see what happens. Anyway, join me, let's have some fun. Aquamarine. So to start this journey, I've docked it and started to preform. I'm going to set the freewheel in so we can just spin it around, and set the protractor angle on as 0, so we're just working here on the edge just to get a perfect circle. Anyway, if I can find my other one of these, oh, here it is. Let's make a start. Starting off with a 240 disc, wind it right down. How much of this can you see? Is that better? Yeah. Spin her up. Round brilliant we're going to go for. Right, so I've got it nice and round. It's now a bit milky because of course I used a 240 disc. Of course it might be a milky stone, we don't know. So I'm just going to again pre-form, and the biggest angle is, well, let's say 44. Using a 500 disc now. Okay, so we're pre-formed and ready, and you know this is a real stone because you can see a world of stuff going on inside a naturally produced gem. See a little black inclusion there. I don't know how much of a stone this is going to make, or whether it's even going to have any brilliance to it, but let's persist, eh? So we're starting at 44 on the protractor angle, using a 1200 disc, because we'll take our time. Slowish speed, and the first one comes in at 3 degrees. When you're starting off faceting, don't use tiddly stones unless you've got brilliant eyesight, lots of light, and a decent loop. No, I think I'm going to have to go to the 3000 disc. This is cutting too easily. So the problem I'm getting is that it's very difficult to see these facets on this small stone coming in. So I've done an old trick of getting a black indelible pen And now let's see what happens. Start again at 3. Just hand free. I'm being so light with it. As you can see there, it's cutting at the top but not at the bottom. I couldn't see that before. And now I can see when it actually reaches the bottom. I'm being very light with it. I'm literally relying upon a very low friction rate and just the weight of the handpiece. There you go, just to show you how it's doing and how that blacking out helps. So we're on to the next facet, which is, where are we? 51, 57. And literally, because it's all set up now, I'm gently moving it from side to side. And when the resistance gets so that it actually reaches the point of, there you go, it's stopped now, it won't move lightly, which means it's almost there. Now you can see there's just a little bit of black left on that very bottom facet. So if I bring the stone back, perfect. Tap more. Done. So 57, 63. Moves easily, no friction. And there's all of the plates land. Stops moving. I've reached the point. Now I can look at it and go, yep, that worked. 63, 69. 69. Count them if you have to. Just if you mess up now, you ruin the stone. And we touch bottom. Perfect. So there you go, that's the first lot of facets in, and all of a sudden you're beginning to see the difference between a man-made gem and the real thing. There's a world of geological stories in there, and I can't wait to see it when it's fully faceted so everything shows up. It'll be interesting if nothing else. Sunday morning. The Lionesses are playing today in the World Cup final. Hopefully we don't do the British thing and lose at the last minute, which is what we tend to do.
And that's exactly what we did.
Anyway, just to pass the time whilst we're waiting for that to happen, I'm just going to clean off this disc. This is a polishing Perspex dish, and we'll just polish the first lot of facets. This is diamond powder. It's been such a long time since I bought some, I can't even remember how fine or rough this is. Obviously being diamond powder, it's going to be fairly fine. Anyway, let's see how we get on. It's touching right at the tip. So we'll lower this a bit. better. And the noise lessens, which means you're almost there. Coming together. They're all set in accurately now. Gurgle. So we now go to the second pavilion facet, which is at 42 degrees. Right, I'll do that and show you the end result. Let's get some lights on the matter, shall we? So that's it polished. You can clearly see it's full of inclusions. You can clearly see it's a genuine gem. Now, what the whole thing's going to look like, who knows? But look at the inclusions. There's some sort of silvering going on around there. Some black dots. It's all nature. Whether it will make a good gem or not, I don't know. But that's the difference between a man-made stone, which is clear and perfect, and the genuine article. Now, this wasn't expensive. The expense comes when you get a clear natural gem. Then you're looking at hundreds and thousands of pounds. I can't afford that, so I'm just working on this. Let's see how it turns out. What I'm going to do now is remove this stone, dop it onto the other side, and we'll start the face. Over and out for now. Okay, here we go then. We have transferred the stone onto this dop, so we've got the flat surface here, which is going to become the crown, and we're ready to start faceting the crown, and the first one is set at 44.81. 44.81 and index 3. Right, here we go. .500 disc. There's quite a bit to get through, so let's see if that's man enough for the job. So what I'm doing is I've just set the table. I know the height. I've checked 3 or 4 facets, and when I feel the resistance stop, I know I'm roughly at the right height. She got a look as well. Hang on. Right, we're doing the window. So this is all just rough cut at the moment, it's still got to be polished. Okay, rough cut done. Just polishing next to see if it will give us some shine. We'll soon find out. Okay, here we go, the final polish. Gently. So the thing about this industry is that it's about the 3 C's: cut, clarity and carrots. Carrots are fine, the cut is fine, the clarity not so good. There are some stones which are naturally cloudy and still worth money, but aquamarine probably not. So it's been a great exercise. The geology's been fantastic to see, the inclusions have been interesting to look at. Its value, probably nothing. Anyway, thanks for watching and look out for the next one.